Good morning, everybody. I hope you've had a wonderful day. Today is the 9/9 portal, September 9th portal. That is a twin flame portal. It's also the gateway to the eclipse season. So eclipses are coming through again. And at the same time, this is a wonderful time for twin flame healing. Uh, if you did not make the healing, the group healing that we had on 9/8, the recording is still available. And with that, there were some system upgrades that we did. We did some hardware updates on your hardware. We also did some abundance Reiki to balance all the chakras and some violet flame meditation. The replays are available for a donation. If you reach out to me, I can send you a copy. And with that, let's get started with our read. So this is a general read. This is for love in separation, twin flames, soulmates, just high level love. And let's see what the energies are today for this full reading. And today's energies are: imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. And this one comes in a really good timing because I don't know if the rest of you have felt the energies, but there was a lot of energy of purging over the last 4 or 5 days. Things that needed to be released were released and let go so that we can make room for something so much better. Right, and with that, let's see what love energies want to present themselves within this reading. And again, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And if you're looking for your own personal reading, if you look up in the screen, there is the price list. It's only here till the end of September, and then the prices go back up again. And just reach out to me. So, Spirit, what are the energies for today? Now, what I don't have up there is prices for light language activations, but you can reach out to me for those. Okay, so we have some energies popping up right now. And let's take a look at what some of the energies are for these people with in separation. So we have a bond. A love bond goes stronger over time. We've seen this one come up quite a bit. Intensity. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows, and I think we all know that it's just amazing when you're in that space, but when it comes crashing down, then it comes crashing down, and it's tough. It's a hard place, right? Honor your loved one, and you will notice your relationship becoming stronger, right? And so, Spirit's saying that you've got to honor this, no matter what space it is. Honor that you actually have something. There's a potential for marriage. Marriage of soul is a union. Sometimes for twin flame, we see that sign union. You're like, well, hey, yay, right? You have to get out of that. What that means is there is a potential for this to move to the next stage of where it's meant to be. Okay, close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. And many twins do feel that they have telepathy. They hear the other person's thoughts, and it's very possible they do, right? But, that's because you have that soul contract, that connection. But be careful, temptation. Think carefully about the situation because some of you are still in illusion and still working with that temptation energy. And that's the gateway to the hamster wheel of karma. Right? And that's where we want to try to get ourselves away from. Nobody wants to be in that hamster wheel of karma. So let's pull some more cards to see what else we can see about this situation. Let's see what deck I want to use. And so, Spirit, give us some more information about this connection and separation. You want to tell us about this connection in separation, Spirit? Okay. Any other cards want to come out? Okay. Looks like we got enough cards here. So let's see what's coming through. Okay, so we have abundance, positive mindset, manifest gratitude, bliss, and blessings, right? And This is where we need to be into this abundance. We're moving into the abundance portal. The cycle is ending. It's time for a new cycle. And let's get into that cycle of abundance. New beginnings, liberation, reborn, transition, tragic endings, right? So a lot of you may have crashed and burned, and I'm going to put it somewhere here. Usually I would put that over here, but a lot of you have crashed and burned, but you crashed and burned because the foundation wasn't solid and you needed to rid yourself of it. But you have to be careful. There's a lot of backstabbing, heartbreak, pain, separation, loss, deception, lies, shocking, right? And why are you seeing this? It's because you're still in that temptation. You're into that illusion, and that only brings about that. Get back out there, meeting somebody new, setting a date online, right? So perhaps a few of you are going to get into that abundance, and it's going to show itself up as an opportunity to date, to get out there, to change your energy. But be careful, the snake is still there. Competition, enemy, the other woman or other man, look over your shoulder. Right? And remember, divine feminine, which is mostly who come here, is an energy. It's not a gender. So you can have your person can be a man, can be a woman, doesn't matter because it's not about gender, it's about energy. The golden mirror, narcissist, love bombing, self absorbed, one sided. And these are all the places of temptation, right? So let's see what other energies would like to present themselves inside of this reading. Spirit, what else is going on here? And then for those of you who aren't familiar with how I do my readings, my spread is my own spread that I've developed over the last few years. And this shows you what the potential is and where the negativity can be. In other words, which would you want, the positive or the negative mindset? And as you go into each of those places, those decisions that you make, although not positive or negative, they're going to lead you into one of two paths, right? This is the path that leads into the hamster wheel of karma, and this is the path that leads into the abundance. And so, Spirit, give me some more information around this connection we're channeling right now. And this is what, if you were looking for a full reading, this is what we would do. We would look at, what's challenges are there for you, and what abundance is possible, provided you recognize it and make the right choices, right? And when I say the right choices, all choices are correct. Just some come with a happier experience than the other, but they're just both experiences. So let's see what we got here. So we have divine intervention. It's time for reflection, right? And this comes at the 9-9 portal, which is the time for you to choose to heal. Remember, healing doesn't happen automatically. Just because you're getting new codes coming in doesn't mean you get to use them. You have to choose to use them. You have to choose to heal. You have to choose the path of facing your own trauma and healing it timeline by timeline. You're not going to be healed just by being here on Earth at this time. Healing is a choice. We're in a free will universe, and we have to choose to break free. Call, hearing from them, right? And so you may be getting a call from somebody new or your person for a date. That would be wonderful. Hurting, agonizing pain. And why do we get that agonizing pain? Because of the backstabbing, the other woman, the snake, the narcissist, love bombing. These are what happens when we get tested, and as we get tested, right, and tempted, these things keep on happening to us because we're making the same choice over again and haven't realized that we're making the same choice. We get at that same crossroads, and we have a right or left, and we choose to go to this side. And every time we make that same choice, this branch comes and gets activated. That's called karma. Okay, family security, right? And so security is something that's also something that you want. And why do you want that security, right? Is because you feel comfortable in it. But sometimes that security is comfort of the negativity, of the darkness, of that backstabbing, because you feel comfortable in that situation. So you keep on attracting it. Hook up, one night stand, right? And again, this could be from here or from here, either side. But this one night stand is a fleeting thing. It's a physical, it's lust. It's not positive sexuality. right? It's unhealed sexuality, courage. And Spirit saying, have the courage, go within and come over to this path. Because this path leads to your spiritual awakening, your realizations, your happiness. It's not an easy path. Nobody's going to say it's easy, but that path is available to you should you choose it. And with that path, new love, renewed hope. And again, so we're getting a lot of new love, new dates coming in here. So the potential is there. You just have to choose it. And addiction, right? And you could be addicted to these one night stands, these hookups, these backstabbing, this hamster wheel of karma, as I call it. And you have to free yourself from it. So let's see what the love fairies want to tell us within this situation. Let's see what potentials are there. So love fairies, let's see what do you want to give us within this connection. Spirit, tell us what we have in love potential here, what energies are there with what we are channeling today. And again, remember, this is a general collective reading for the people that this resonates with. This is your read. If it doesn't, it's not your read. Okay, Spirit, anything from this deck, or are we going to go over to the angels? All right, fairies. So we have a second confirmation of marriage. Anything else, fairies? Oop, this one fell straight to the ground. And so we have two messages from the love fairies. One is marriage, right? This is, again, the second time we have a marriage card. We'll put it up here with the marriage. So it's more confirmation of the same energies and responsibilities, right? And we'll put this here with family. And this is what kind of keeps us trapped. It's all these responsibilities and not being able to free ourselves to get into that positive mindset and that abundance. So let's see what it is that's actually blocking us to love. I'm going to ask Spirit, one of my new favorite decks. It's Singles and Relationships Oracle deck. It gives us what is blocking love. And Spirit, what is blocking love? Right away, Spirit threw out one card, and we get one or two more. There goes another one. All right. So what Spirit's saying to us is the two biggest blockages that are showing up today are incomplete. You want somebody who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own, right? And so we are whole on our own, but the feeling is that you need that person. What was it? Uh, the McGuire movie. I forget what the movie is. You put it in the comments, but you remember Tom Cruise saying, "You complete me," right? And so, no, that's just no. That's not right. You don't need anybody to complete you. You're whole on your own. Your subconscious is just kind of shattered and into a zillion little pieces. So you're not recognizing how whole you truly are. But you have to find that wholeness within yourself. You have to bring back all those pieces of yourself that have been fragmented due to trauma. And you need to bring those fragments back in so that you realize how complete you truly are. You just don't realize it because you don't need anybody. It's nice to have a companion. However, that's the key. It's nice. It's not required. You are fine on your own no matter what. And with that comes fated to be alone, right? You gave up on love because you think you're meant to be alone. It's not true, right? No, you can find that special person, but you have to find yourself first. As you find yourself, that special person is going to come in. This fated to be alone is you just basically surrendering to the darkness. You're like, well, I'm just no way. I'm never going to find somebody because, this trip I was fated to be alone in my incarnation. No, you weren't fated to be alone. That you have a whole slew of soulmates that have potential for you. It may be difficult because you have so much trauma around connection, and that trauma around connection is very hard to heal. But you have to start somewhere and you have to start healing, right? And if you want to get on that journey, come please visit my YouTube channel, Silver Fox Spiritual, where I do have huge amounts of healings that relate to inner child healings, any type of wounds or whatever. They're all free. They're up on YouTube, over 500 videos. I have a healing. It's going to go live at 9:09 this morning on the 9/9 portal for Twin Flames and Love to help heal those blocks that are keeping you stuck in that hamster loop. So now let's look at some advice from our higher self, our future higher self. Let's see what it is that we can do that can get us into that place of love, into that abundance, into that renewed hope, that reunion, that marriage. So, higher self, what else do you want to give us? Give us a couple cards. So, our higher self gave us 3 cards, right? You have many layers of truth to discover, right? And this is why you feel you're incomplete, because you haven't gone through the healing, you haven't started it. Again, I do have a group healing that we did with the Spiritual Susan on Sunday yesterday. It's available. The replay is available as a recording. It's donation based. Just reach out to me, and if you would like to start on your healing path. It was a really good healing, very powerful. New chapters require a new version of you. Just as I said, you can't keep on making the same choice over and over again and expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity. And this is why we get nuts, because we keep on branching to that same trauma filled branch. And why do we do that? Because we are comfortable in our own trauma. You have to say, no more, no more. I choose me, not the trauma. And then you move to here. It won't be an easy path. Nobody's going to promise you that, but you need to choose. Don't take action when there's a feeling of a resistance, right? And so when you have that anxiety, you have all that stuff going on, sometimes it's better to just be patient, sit back, and wait. And so that's the advice from your higher self. So now let's get to the part everybody wants to know: when are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? So we chose the path of healing. We chose not to lie in the comfortability of trauma, but to actually heal. And so we're in this, we decided to take this branch, the branch of positivity, not the branch of darkness. And let's see, when can we see some results? And remember, results are fluid. It could say one thing one day and the next day say something different because somebody made a different choice. And so Spirit is going to give us 3 cards here. And so we have 3 possible outcomes. We have January coming up very soon, right? Next, in the end of the year, we have July, and we have not in this lifetime, right? And so Spirit's giving us a couple of options here of what could potentially happen if you stay in this loop. Not in this lifetime, not happening. You might as well, just not try, right? And that this is the people who give up, the one who feels they're fated to be alone and is going to stay in this choice. Well, you're never going to get it in this lifetime because you chose. However, Spirit is saying if you do choose this healing, the potential is there, but January to July is the dates that it's showing us. So within, the next, yearish, give or take, you have the potential to really be into that relationship, that marriage, that place that you love. But it's a choice, and depending upon where you are in this wheel here, it may present itself earlier or later. So with that, that is my reading for today. I thank you. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments if any of this resonated with you. And reach out if you are looking for your own personal reading. And with that, have a great day.